Hey guys, look at this. My empty stash is full again. And I was thinking, do I want to film an empties video for December or not? But, you know, December has passed and I thought I don't want to wait until the end of January to film one because I want to recycle these things. And although they might not be the most exciting, I think if I keep my videos monthly, I will make them always last under 10 minutes, which is my objective for 2022. I want my videos to have a certain consistency in format. So, I should have organized this better. Hold on one second, I'll organize this. First category is surprisingly makeup, because I haven't been wearing much makeup over the past 6 weeks. I've been keeping it quite minimal, and I've had a few weeks, I would say most of the month of December I wasn't wearing much because I was tired, and then we had the break, etc, etc. But anyway, that goes in that same sense. So, like, as I was preparing for the new year, I decided to just go around and, reorganize a little bit, and I just did a quick sweep of my makeup area, and I found the things that I don't need to have. So this first thing is the Fenty Beauty primer. It's the True Matte Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. It is nearly done. I think it had like less than a centimeter of product left, but I've had it for ages and I wasn't using it. Like, the only times I would actually use this primer were when I had a big event, and the last event I had was in the summer where I went to a Cartier party, and that was it. And the only time I would use it would be actually in conjunction with the Fenty Beauty foundation. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. This one had about 2 centimeters left, but obviously I've had it for way over a year, probably close to the 2 years mark. Very good products, both of them, but they're really heavy duty. And what I have done in 2021 is really invest in the quality of my skin, because I've always had skin issues and I've always tried to get that flawless looking skin by covering it. Then I made a conscious effort to stop doing that, because I remember a couple of years ago when I first went to see Natalia, she was shocked at how much makeup I had. And I remember every time I would go to see her, she'd be cleaning my face 3 or 4 times before being able to do any treatment. And that in itself made me a bit self-conscious, because she kept saying I have beautiful skin. So I think she's very proud of me for not wearing as much makeup as I used to. But this one is empty and this one is near empty / expired. I recommend them if you need the coverage. I recommend them if you have like a big event. But honestly, I have gotten to the point where I'm comfortable even if I'm not, wearing foundation. Similarly, this is the Benefits Oxygen Wow Brightening Makeup. This is an oil-free foundation that has SPF 25. This is halfway done, but I bought this when I was in Belgium. Keep in mind that I left Belgium nearly 4 years ago. Enough said. The shocker, Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. This is even more shocking because I've had this since Morocco. The reason I didn't want to get rid of this is because it was a gift from a subscriber. And when I was in Morocco, I did have some amazing subscribers, but I also had a lot of negativity. I had so many trolls. Like, I had to spend so much time deleting comments, blocking people, etc. And, some of the things were quite vicious. So whenever I actually got to meet a subscriber who was really nice, that was something I would cherish. And I remember I met a subscriber and she said, she lived abroad at the time. She was like, I got you this Kevin Aucoin thing. I think you really like it. And I was so touched. I actually didn't want to, I used it very briefly, but I wanted it to last forever, which was a mistake because obviously it is beyond expired. It actually doesn't even smell bad. It actually is really potent. It still works. But I just said, you know what? I will cherish the memory of that person. I don't need the object. But when she reached out, I remember it was so sweet, and I really needed that after all the hate I was getting. But yeah, so that was makeup. The next big category I have is, funny enough, dental. So first thing I have here is this Waterpik water flosser. It stopped working. I've had it for a bit over 3 years, and I knew that it was on its way out because the battery wouldn't last a full use, you know, with time, etc. And then one day it just stopped working. I tried to repair it. I tried to open it, which should not do. But I tried, I tried a lot of different things, but it just has simply stopped working. The mechanism to suck the water no longer works. And I contemplated buying another Waterpik, and then I just decided against it because my dentist said it's nice, but not, it won't really make a difference. So I did not repurchase that. The Aesop mouthwash. So this was actually the Aesop bottle, and I had in it the mouthwash from Awaken, and I just decided that I don't want to have the bottle anymore because, again, as I was going around my house, right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to go area by area and very gently assess what I have in there. So in my bathroom, I was like, I don't need to have this massive bottle of mouthwash because, it's a mouthwash. So it could definitely go into my beauty cabinet. So I did squeeze in a bit of this in my beauty cabinet, and then with time I just decided I'm going to use the bottle where my mouthwash comes. I mean, it didn't make sense anymore for me to want to have an aesthetically pleasing bottle outside, because I'd rather not have the clutter from the bottle on my stand than actually have a nice one. These are TP easy picks. So these are some very small picks that you use in between your teeth. My dentist actually, this is what it looks like. My dentist recommended it because I had a bit of an issue with my Waterpik, and then she said, use this, it's better. I was trying to avoid it because I was like, oh, it's plastic, etc. But after careful consideration, I decided to go back to this. So I'm back to using these picks. Then I have two toothpastes. One of them is from Veleda, and this is a salt toothpaste. And it's quite interesting because it feels like you have a salt paste in your mouth, and it's quite a different feeling, and it does have a bit of grit. So you do feel that it's gritty at first, and then it becomes smooth. I really enjoyed using it. It's quite unique in how it feels, but I didn't use it every single day. Like with my toothpaste, I usually have one or two, usually two, and I like to alternate. So for instance, now I have one that has fluoride and another one that doesn't have it, but I just get bored, so I need to have two toothpastes going. And the second toothpaste I had was this DuraFat by Colgate. It has a lot of fluoride, and that's to counter the fact that the natural one did not have any. So that's why I used it, and that was also something I had bought from my dentist. And then I have these two old toothbrushes, very, very, very old. I got them from Morocco. The reason I kept them was because I would use them to clean stuff, etc. Or I would think, oh, I could use them for my eyebrows, etc. But then I realized, no, I have my Anastasia brushes for my eyebrows. Why am I sticking to these old things? So they're going to be recycled since they're all plastic. So that's the dental section. Then we have hair, and in hair I finished, I'm just looking to make sure, yeah, I finished two products. So the Kerastase Curl Manifesto Mask. This is a line that I had bought a few months ago, and I continued repurchasing. I have another one of this right now in my bathroom, and I will continue reusing it. It's quite easy on the hair. I'm not very high maintenance, so yeah, I like it. I would recommend that. The second product is the Curl Manifesto Refresh Absolute. So this is a second day curl refreshing spray for curly, wavy hair, etc. I used it while I had it. I did not repurchase because my sister gave me a spray that is in a similar bottle from Miel or Miele. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a brand that is also for our type of hair. And she tried it. She didn't like it, so she gave it to me. Which means that I didn't even get to consider whether I would repurchase. I think it's overpriced for what it is because it's just meant to refresh. You might as well just use water, you know. So I'm not going to repurchase this one. Then on face, I have this Quantum Botanica cream. It's not cream, it's a spot solution. It's a very nasty looking product. It has clay, it has turmeric, it has all kinds of active ingredients that are all herbal. It will stain your bed sheets if you put too much, it'll go to sleep, but it works. There was a period of time where I had a lot of active acne, I think about a couple of years ago. So I ended up buying this. I really liked it. I no longer need it, and actually it's empty. So it serves its purpose really well. So I'm very happy I've had it, but I will not repurchase it because I no longer have those painful breakouts. Then from the organic pharmacy, I have this antioxidant face gel. I went to an event. It was a book launch by a friend of my sister's, and it was held at the organic pharmacy. So while I was there, I actually bought a couple of things, and I had this as a sample, and the lady there said that it was one of their best-selling products. So she gave me a bigger sample and also some sachets because she said I would probably like it. I do. However, I just feel like my routine doesn't have room for a serum. I think in the morning I only use two products, which is my cleanser, my moisturizer, and I'm out. I don't feel like adding a serum. And then my night routine is indulgent enough that I don't need that. As I was cleaning my bathroom, I found a few small things that I just wanted to quickly address. So I have these two samples of perfume, one from Elisa and one from Anais. And I just said, you know, I've had them for a while, I'm not going to use them. Again, some kind of, this is like a Dramamine thing. It's meant to be for like seasickness, motion sickness kind of thing. I bought it when I was in Belgium, enough said. Similarly, this thing was an it's like after getting bitten by a mosquito, I bought it also like 5 years ago, so nope. And then I have this restful sleep, brain and body renewal vegan dietary supplement. It's from a brand called Brain MD by a doctor called Daniel Amen. That's expensive. There was a time where I was trying to explore different things to do about my insomnia, because I've always had chronic insomnia since childhood. And this is from the US. I had to pay shipping, I had to pay tax. Maybe it works, maybe it didn't. It's just not a sustainable model for me, so I'm not going to buy things from the US and pay the exorbitant shipping just in case. Then this hand and body organic cream, this is for lemongrass and ginger. It's from a company called Highland Soap Company. Now, when we had, I think, the 4th lockdown, my sister was very depressed and she was like, I really want to go on vacation and blah, 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 but we can't go abroad, we're not allowed. You know, we couldn't go to Morocco. And so she decided that she wanted to go to Glasgow, because she's seen Edinburgh before. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll come with you. I didn't like it, but we had one day in the Highlands and that was the best day ever. So I will definitely go back and visit the Highlands. But while we were there, we stopped at a little shop called Highland Soap Company, and I got this from them. I think it was nice, but probably very overpriced, because it's one of those places where, you know, you have an entire bus of tourists coming down and buying all of these things because they look cute and they smell nice. Yeah, I could have done without it. I really enjoyed it because I love lemongrass, but I wouldn't pay these prices again. Boots nail polish remover. This is the moisturizing one. I always repurchase this. I always have a backup of that. The moment I finished this, which was last week, I had the other one open. I love it. So, and it's very inexpensive. Then I have this KT tape. This is kinesiotherapy tape. It's something that actually you use on your muscles whenever you have injury, or to help with. I'm trying to see if I can show you. Wait, hold on. Wait. Ta-da! It's this yellow thing I have. So obviously you've been following my saga of all the issues that I've had with my all my musculoskeletal issues. I'm working on that. I'm still working on that. But there's obviously a 2-3 week break. I can see a doctor, can see a physio. I still want to be able to go on my walks because it helps with actually the mobility. I want to do my mobility exercises, but it's quite painful. So I do have a lot of taping on my left side. On my knee, I have a full knee tape, and I have a peroneal taping on my what's it called, ankle. So this has been very helpful. I've had this for ages. I usually used to buy them whenever I would have flare-ups, but I'm not buying anymore because I have a big wheel of Katie tape, Extreme. It's the black one, and so I will be using just that. And then the last thing that goes a bit along the same vein is this magnesium flakes bath soak. It's from Healthspan. This is the company where I buy my vitamins. I always buy from them because they cater to athletes, so it's relative. Everything is clean. You can actually trace things. They make sure that their formulations don't have too many unnecessary excipients. They're very transparent about what's in everything, because if you're like a cyclist or some Olympian or whatever, you don't want to take the risk of being told, oh, you took some performance enhancing substance. Anyway, one of the products they have is this magnesium flakes bath soak. I liked it, I used it. The only thing is I feel it was very expensive because you kind of have to use 3 or 4 scoops for each bath. And although it's a massive thing, it's a 1 kilo, I just feel like it's a bit much. So if I were to follow what they say, I would have to use 250 grams in every bath, which is 5 scoops. Which means that this whole thing would be actually only 4 baths. So I'll probably just go and buy some normal Epsom salts, because I still need to have a bit of the release. I still need to have something nice for my muscles. It's just that this is a bit much, and I'm not an Olympian. So not that the Olympians make any good money, it depends on the sports, but yeah. So these are my empties for the month of December. Now I will just take my little basket that my best friend gave me, and I'm going to put it back so that we start filling it throughout the month, so that we are ready for January empties. So you'll have that in 4 weeks. Cool. That is that for today. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.